A vibe like rave, rave vibe, rave vibe, rave vibe, rave vibe, rave vibe, rave vibe. I'm a vibe like rave, rave vibe, rave vibe, rave vibe, rave vibe, rave vibe.
What is good, Vibe Gang? It is your boy Ray here with another one. Welcome to the Vibe of the Culture. There's a new series that I am doing. When I reacted to the ET Lifestyles, not last video, but the last video that I reacted to, I like the reception, I like the conversation. So I decided to make this a series. This is going to be a series that's going to go on my new channel that I'm going to open up soon. Like really soon. But I wanted to get it started out here as a test run to see if you guys are fucking with it. To see is even point of even me doing this. Because I don't want to talk to myself. I want to have the conversation. I want the comment section to start out talking about some of these things. ET Lifestyle and ePro and all these other channels, they have a good pulse into the culture. They have a good pulse on what's going on really. I've been watching these videos for years now. So this is like the place where I go to get some of my info. Because about almost 100% of the time, they're not wrong. They're just saying things that are a fact, and he has facts on his videos, just like ePro has facts on his. So this is the best stream. This is the best stream of information that I could go to and have a conversation about. All the rest of these people are fucking nuts. So I'm mainly messing with these two because these two are the shit. So today we're going to talk about Actual Evil. Tucker Carlson and Rich react to Eminem new album. We have what's the whole thing? Drake trolls Kendrick and Rakim speaks. The GOAT of hip hop. Remember when we talked about in the last video that we need to start listening to the motherfuckers that been here for a minute, that know what the fuck they talking about, that know the game, they're real niggas, that real go to this rap hip hop shit. Rakim is definitely one of those that you gotta put it in. My Rakim is on that mountain, doing his thing. Okay, did you hear the last track that he just dropped? Fire! Did you hear the album that he just dropped? Fire! My man Kdot hit me up. He said, "Yeah, Rakim just dropped a new," and he's hyped about it. I'm just like, what? I saw he dropped it. Cool. I finished what I was doing. I lit up a blunt. I lay down in the futon, AC cranking on high, and I just hit play and let's go. Fire. Fire, ladies and gentlemen. Go get that album. Facts. So we're going to get right into this one. ET Lifestyle. It is on you.
Hello again, and welcome back to another one. And today we have a couple of topics to cover, as while we wait to see what Eminem has planned for the 29th with the Slim Shady versus Marshall face-off, we got to find out that Eminem's new album Controversy has now reached some strange
I love the way he speaks. Controversies. I believe what he says when he talks like that.
audiences, as on one end, we've seen professional critics pan the album because it had, quote, offensive lyrics, like Eminem, quote, dissing pronouns and picking on little people.
Facts.
And on the other end, we've
I think he called them midgets. I'm just telling you what Eminem said. E.T. He said he called them midgets. He ain't said little people. He said little people in one, but it was mainly that. And retards too. Don't forget that. Don't forget that. The he, she, and he, sees, all of them. He talked about Bruce Jenner, or Kylie Jenner, or Catherine Jenner. What's his name? Her name? Well, you got butthurt. How many people really got hurt because of Eminem saying what he said in this album? And how many people are saying, oh, look, he gave me an opening? You got to think about these things, people. At the end of the day, these famous people, these people that have a name for themselves, these people that really have an impact on the culture, you have to understand they're human beings and they're gonna do and act the way they need to do and act in order to get their shit rocking. And that's just business. That's just life. Are they really hurt? I don't think they're as hurt as I think they are. I don't think they're hurt as much as what they're portraying. I'm pretty sure that some of the words like stung, like you were listening to it, you're like, hey, bro, hey, you're doing all that. And then you put the next song, and then he started talking mad shit. And then it might have threw you off a little bit, like, damn, I can't believe Em said that. Is the potatoes done? I'm fucking starving. I don't think it hurts you that bad that you gotta have to make a big fiasco out of it. I want to know what Tucker Carlson has to say about Eminem. I want to. I want to.
Professional critics panned the album because it had, quote, offensive lyrics like Eminem, quote, dissing pronouns and picking on little people. And on the other end, we've seen talking heads like Candace Owens straight up ready to throw hands.
I just feel like I could beat him up. I think I could beat Eminem up in a fight. That's how I feel now.
But in my opinion, we got...
Girl, you don't get no fly zone in Detroit for your ass. You don't want to have that mark on you. You come at Eminem like that, lady, you need to calm down, bro. Why Candace Owens? Didn't Candace Owens say a woman is a woman and a man is a man? Men and women are women. You cannot be in the same sport and you can't be in the same thing as men and women. Now you're over here talking about you're going to beat Eminem. Eminem's going to slap the dog shit out of you, girl. He's going to slap that weave. You see how straight her hair is? Eminem's going to smack the nappiness back in her head, boy. Bah! Like a Q-tip. Stop playing with him. Stop.
I just feel like I could beat him up. I think I could beat Eminem up in a fight. That's how I feel now.
But in my opinion, we got to the best one yet. From Tucker Carlson's podcast with country musician John Rich. And unlike Candace Owens, who could make it to the lyrics that she clearly still didn't understand, this time around, they didn't even bother. The song titles were enough to make them throw a fit. And we'll expand on this in a bit.
They pulled a Joe Budden. Joe Budden did that with our Revival. Joe Budden just read the track list and said, oh, it's trash. So at that time, Joe Budden, not that Joe Budden isn't big now, but at that time, Joe Budden was really popping. He had the whole bingo shit going on. All that shit was going on, right? And his name was like out there for real. So when Joe Budden says something, since he's there talking more than what Eminem is posting or saying, you can run whatever narrative you want to run and whatever you want. Now, I do respect Joe Budden because I truly believe that he did not like the Revival album. I just truly believe that he just wasn't fucking with it. The extent, remember when we talked about earlier, did you really not like it that much, or was that just for the camera? And yeah, I wasn't fucking with it. Are the potatoes done? I'm hungry. Like, these people need to. It's about exaggeration. The exaggeration that the culture has, and that's what helped push the narrative of whatever narrative you want to push. As long as you show aggression when you're talking about something, or over exaggeration when you're talking about someone or something, it's always gonna sell, right? For example, me, I overly exaggerate everything. But that's me outside the camera. That's just who I am as a person. I something could be fire, but I'm gonna, cause me, the way I feel, oh my God, it's fire. And you could be like, oh, it was fire. You understand the levels of it? But you could clearly see when people are trying to push this narrative or exaggerate on a issue, just because they want to get that, oh, I'm talking about it, so hey. I think that's why I'm good at doing reactions. Because I'm giving you my genuine reaction when I hear it. My wife said it on the live. You can ask anybody that knows me. Whenever I'm excited about something or I hear something that I like for real, I exaggerate the fuck out of it. I did the stank face yesterday at the birthday party. My father-in-law looked at me like, are you okay? You look like you about to take a shit. I was like, it was hard. I like the guitar solo. This man was ripping it. And he just shook his head and finished his beer. So, I mean, but sometimes these people, like, they just exaggerate the shit that they fucking say or do. just to get that extra couple thousand likes or whatever the fuck they're looking for.
The song titles were enough to make them throw a fit, and we'll expand on this in a bit, and their reactions are even better,
Love
as apparently
movie.
Tom McDonald did
That's Face Off. Never watched that movie. You guys are missing a lot. Movies are the source of rappers' bars. Movies, sports, current events. Those are all the ammo that they use to spit whatever bars they're gonna spit. You understand? So the way I see this, there's some rappers and some artists that sit back for a while just so that you dumb niggas could do all the stupid shit. They could accumulate as much bars as possible and then come out with an album, track, single, whatever. That's how I've seen it work. I don't work in the industry. I don't know what the industry, how they work on that. But that's me just being a consumer just like you guys. That's what I see how it works. Right? Where was all these people talking shit about Eminem before the album dropped? Like way before. None of these people that are talking now about Eminem has ever said anything about Eminem. Because now, why? Because Eminem is saying some crazy shit now, right? Look what happened in 99, 2000, 97, 98, 99, 2000, that era right there. Was the reason why all of us fans are losing our minds over it is because he brought back that same motherfucker from back in those days that we thought that he was not going to do because you guys are too sensitive. And this just proves how sensitive you motherfuckers really are. Like I said, this is just my observation of what I see that's going on with how people are talking. This is my professional opticals on it, because I am part of the culture. I think I'm into the point right now. I mean, it's not as crazy as the rest of these dudes. I have 120,000 subscribers. I think I have a small little voice into the culture. Nothing crazy, but enough where people that think like me or they just want to have this conversation can have it down below in the comments. This type of stuff is we're trying to talk this out. This is not Eminem is trash, I hate him. Don't fuck him, I don't like him. It's not about that. You can take all that negative shit and you go talk to yourself about that in the mirror. Blow smoke in the mirror, write the message, and then punch the fucking glass if that makes you that mad. Use the punch as a like or a dislike. Bow! Just like you have your opinion, I got my opinion. What you say isn't fact, though. What you say is emotional. When I talk, I'm talking about what I hear in our news media. And then once again, we get those at. You can't believe that. Those motherfuckers don't know what the fuck. So where you getting yours? Where you getting your source of information that you have? Because a lot of these haters have a lot of, like, the test for Eminem. Like, they are disgusted by him, right? But for what reason? Like, the facts that people come out with make no sense. Reason why channels like these are successful, like ET and ePro, because they come with like actual facts. They come and debunk everything that you dumb niggas say about them, and you're acting like these videos don't exist. That's crazy to me. But you guys have your own opinion. You're right. Your opinion matters to you, not if it's not fact. Now, if you come back to me with a fact that I can't say anything about, that I'm pretty much, you got me? I'm lost for words? Then congratulations, go get a cookie. Because at the end of this, I'm going to turn off this camera. I'm going to go inside my house that I own and my property that I own. And I'm going to kiss my wife that I'm married to, that I love so much. I'm going to say hello to my 2 kids, pet my dogs, and we're going to watch a movie. You don't exist when this camera is off, is what I'm saying. Let's listen to what they gotta say.
God's work by kicking Eminem from the #1 spot on Billboard, or so we were told,
He's even laughing
and
about
we'll
it.
expand on this momentarily. Today we also have more from hip-hop legend Rakim, who recently spoke about the importance of the Kendrick versus
Yeah,
Drake
Rakim.
battle that he believes signifies the difference
The GOAT.
between real hip-hop and mainstream
The GOAT.
hip-hop, and we'll expand on this in a bit. And today we'll be starting with what looks to be Drake trolling Kendrick Lamar using lyrics from Not Like Us, as Drake reposted this video on IG stories.
Oh my nigga, I thought that was Drake. I thought Drake got depressed and found a Dunkin' Donuts, my nigga. Yo, I thought that was really Drake. I was like, yo, Drake got fat over the last... Oh my God. We said that he was not like us, so that nigga started eating. Oh my God. Hold on. He's inside of the WWE ring. Oh, that's a boxing ring, my bad. It's got 4 ropes and tie downs and gloves and shit. My bad. But I thought that was Drake. That shit scared the fuck out of me. I was like, oh no, oh no. This nigga's gonna eat the mic. Oh, that scared me.
Using lyrics from Not Like Us, as Drake reposted this video on IG stories.
That nigga dances worse than Drake. Oh my God, that man made Drake look like a backup dancer for Christina Aguilera. Nigga, like, hold on, bro. Hold on, they got a tight ass shirt. He got the tight back braids with the shiny shoes. He's going to church or he's going to a quinceañera. It was one of those two that he's going to. Them shoes are too clean to just be inside of a boxing ring, my nigga. He doing a head bob and everything. God damn. Oh, I'm sorry, nigga. That song is still fire. I don't care what nobody fucking said. Yeah, Kendrick got him. Bow. Got him out of here. That song is still fucking. If it pops up right now, you're gonna tell me right now, you're gonna be like, yo, turn that shit off. He's not like us. No, you're gonna do. You should stay singing, my nigga. Drake would have never had any of these issues if he would have just stood talking to the ladies. He would have been fine. He would have been like, I want to give a shout out to Kendrick Lamar. He's one of the GOATs. Kendrick Lamar, you're a GOAT rapper. I'm doing full-time R&B. So get ready for my new albums coming out. I called it The Slick Back. In the case, I'm wearing a silk suit and my hair is silk back like Cat Williams on next Friday. And I'm over here and I'm doing I got new dances. I got everything. Thank you, Kendrick. Thank you, Kendrick. That's what he should have done. Because yeah, Not Like Us fire. Y'all acting like this nigga didn't get him the fuck out of here before Not Like Us. We keep on forgetting that that's not what buried Drake. Drake was out of there in the battle. Drake was out of there before Not Like Us. Not Like Us was just a cherry on top. He killed it. He demolished him with a cherry on top. He killed him with Meet the Grams. That's what I believe that's how he killed him, because he was because that was the talk back, because he started using Tupac for the AI shit. So he's like, I bet, so I'm gonna talk like your fucking family members and we're gonna have a conversation. And then he started doing what he did. To me, that was the nail in the coffin. Not Like Us came out and that was just like, uh-oh. That's a jump off. We like it because it sounds good and everything's crazy. He was talking. We fucking killed him on that. If he didn't drop Meet the Grams and he would have dropped Not Like Us and Meet the Grams didn't exist, he would have killed them with Not Like Us, obviously. He already killed them. What are we talking about? I don't even remember the last diss that Drake dropped. Because when Not Like Us, everything was irrelevant. I didn't pay my electric. Me and my wife almost got a divorce. I disowned my kids. Like, a lot of shit happened when he dropped that. I didn't know what life was. I'm gonna lie to you, that's a good chubby Drake. That's Drake XL. Look at us go.
And he shared it with the caption, "Sometimes you gotta pop out." And boy, hip-hop fan.
You should have not done that, you stupid nigga. You should have not done that, Drake. Straight, why'd you do that, Drake? You didn't even pop out. That nigga's about to pop out that shirt. That's what the fuck's about to happen, bro. Sometimes you gotta pop out. Nigga, stay in. Stay inside. Stay home, bro. Work. I'm telling you, it's easy. Drake's problem is easy to fix, bro. No one's gonna listen to me, bro. Leave Kendrick alone! Drake, stop! Leave Kendrick Lamar alone. Don't do what you're baiting him for what? To finish chewing on your fucking bones? You're meatloaf, my nigga. You're out of here. There's nothing else. Keep the whole situation away. Why are you bringing it back, Drizzles? Drizzy Drake is not thinking right now, bro. Stop. Leave him alone, bro. His situation is so easy to fix, bro. And I know he could do it. I believe in him. I'm still gonna root for Drake, man. Because he did Hotline Bling, bro. He did Hotline Bling. Stop. Y'all haters, bro. I understand y'all hate Drake, but don't hate on that. That song is fire. All the allegations and everything, fuck Drake. If I see him in the street, I'm gonna pop 2 in his fucking kneecap. But when it comes to the music, Drake can fix this. Make an album of just singing. Say, you could do one song called I'm Sorry, Kdot. I thought this was gonna be a battle, but the battle I was won. They dropped Not Like Us. Now I'm a fucking bum. That's the type of shit you have to do, bro. I'm sorry, Kendrick, for saying anything about you. You do that shit, bro, I almost can guarantee, bro, everybody's gonna forgive you. Everything's gonna be fine, man. But you're still gonna have to deal with those allegations, my nigga. It's a lose-lose. You're out of here, bro. I'm sorry. I'm trying to help you, Drake. I can't do it. I can't do it, Drake. I was trying to give you ideas. I was trying to give you something, brother. Are you out of here? He got a whole bunch of stunt doubles for his ass over here performing in boxing gyms. Nigga, there's 30 people there. What the fuck are you doing? They booed you out of your own country. Limp Bizkit tried to help you out. I got Drake in the back. They said, leave him back there. If I was Limp Bizkit, I would have just played Not Like Us just for the fuck of it. Just a beat. If he would have, after that, if he would have gone, Psst, I see dead people, Drake would have died. The fans would have loved it. Limp Bizkit, they would have came to more of your concerts. It's like Limp Bizkit's like, I don't want to make money, man. Let them know Drake here. Y'all crazy. And it's not even because Not Like Us. They didn't like Drake before Not Like Us. For some reason, Toronto wasn't fucking with him. I don't know, there's speculations out there. There's people that didn't say that they're facts. Now, I don't know. But they don't. They never did.
And he shared it with the caption, "Sometimes you gotta pop out." And boy, hip-hop fans on social media look to have truly turned on Drake for the most part, as this was met with reactions like, just like his fans, Drake can't let the L go either.
They can't do it. You know why though? You can't blame them. You can't blame the fans for acting that way. And let's keep it 100. You can't. They're in mourning, bro. They're in mourning right now. You know how when you say, yo, little Pookie died. No, I can't believe it. Ah! That's where they're at right now. They don't believe you that Drake died. No, Drake is fine. Look, man, I love Hotline Bling too. But just take the L, keep on walking. But we all kind of pushing it in their faces, though. Let's not act like we're not like shoving it in these people's faces. that Drake lost. That song is getting played everywhere. I told you, I saw a granny coming out of bingo dancing that shit to her car. She would crip walk straight to the car. Turn that shit over, she had no gas. Because she gassed it all up doing the fucking crip walk, bro. Facts. So we can't play. We all kind of shoved it in their faces, man. He made a whole concert. Kdot made a whole concert for this shit, man. Come on, stop. He brought Crips and Bloods and Pyrus and everything. He brought all that together in harmony. You can't really. That's just my thoughts.
Reactions like, just like his fans, Drake can't let the L go either, loudly crying emoji. And more on this note, and they said he wasn't bothered and not losing sleep. Kendrick owned him forever, loudly crying emoji. And while this was on, we got what looks to be damage control from Kai Cenat, as if you recall, when Joe Budden was recently roasting Drake, claiming Kendrick sent him to another.
I know who Kai is. And I ain't hating. I'm not hating at all. Like, when I see young, successful brothers, that shit makes me happy. That shit makes me, like really, really happy. Like, no bullshit. But I still don't, like, I saw a video say, how did Kai become famous? I saw the whole video. It was like a 45-minute video. I saw the whole thing. I still don't know what made him famous.
When Joe Budden was recently roasting Drake, claiming Kendrick sent him to another genre, he made a specific statement about how Drake is using Kai to preview raps.
Oh my God.
Drake should have kept that.
God damn.
Drake should have kept that one for himself.
He slapped that nigga into another genre. That nigga Kendrick fucking God. Hey, I'm happy about it.
But no. They're talking about the song that Drake dropped like right after. Then they used that sample. Because I reacted to that song, and a lot of people in the comments were telling me that was like a parody. He was like that guy's a comedian rapper in Canada, and that was just a parody. That was just them just joking around and everything. Granted, do I agree that was a proper time to do something like that? No, because your pen is in question right now because Kendrick just killed you. So you were supposed to come with something strong that had nothing to do with the beef, or a very strong comeback. Those were his two options. Doing that was a bad idea. If he would have done that before, this is how people work. And this is the crazy shit, because I almost can guarantee, if he would have done that parody song before this whole beef ever started, I guarantee that parody song will be the shit to everybody. Oh, look at Dre. He's multi-genre. He can do anything. He's so fire. But since he dropped it, when he dropped it, it's about timing. Comedy is about timing. That timing that he had was horrible. You should have not done that. And I guarantee more people would have fucked with it. Oh, look at Drake fucking around with. Yeah, go get him, Drake. Ah, that's funny. Ha, Drake is so crazy. Open up your eyes. Like, look at this shit, man. It's right in front of you, bro. It ain't that hard. It ain't that hard. At least to me, it's not that hard. I don't trust nothing. Listen to me. When it comes to these big influencers and these big, I don't believe a word that comes out of any of their mouths. You could add Eminem in there. If you're good at music, I just want to listen to your music. I don't give a fuck about nothing else. If it sounds good, you flowing good, you got balls, you got all that shit, I'm with it. I don't give a fuck what you do or who you are outside of this shit. You ain't my homeboy, you ain't my nigga, you ain't nothing. You're a nigga that I listen to the music, and that's all I need you for. I'm not going to go to you for political advice. I'm not going to go to you for religious advice. I'm not going to go to you for any of that. I'm going to go to you for your music. That's it. Let's be taking this shit so fucking serious, bro. Way too serious. It's not that serious. Even the crazy stands and all these social media motherfuckers. All of them. It's just like you guys do understand it's so obvious you could see it when an agenda is trying to be pushed. When you break it down and when you really look at the situation, because we're all the outsiders looking in. The problem is some of these fan bases get so invested to the artist, they believe that they're the artist. So when someone says, fuck Eminem, these stands think, fuck me? No. Fuck Eminem, not you. And niggas get too crazy. And then you have it on the other side of the coin, the motherfuckers that don't have nothing, but they're following social media motherfuckers' voice. They're just repeating what another dumb nigga said. And they come at you with facts. And there's so much of them that they all start believing that what this person is saying is true, which gives that person more views, more followers, more all this other shit. It's a chess game, ladies and gentlemen. They playing around. They playing around with it. I like to do this, and I would like to pursue this, and I would like to keep on doing this, because I believe that I can see every situation open-minded. Even when it comes to Eminem, I'm not biased towards Eminem. I'm biased towards fact. That's the difference. And I don't think people understand that. Come with me with a fact and I'll shut the fuck up. Until then, I'm going to keep on talking. And most of these influencers, these huge motherfuckers that we all follow, don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Most of them. Not all of them. Most of them. So when a hater needs a lifeline to hang on to, they're going to go to them. Because they're agreeing with the nonsense that is coming out their mouth. It's just helping them prove their point more. So when the fact comes, where do you get your information? You're not getting your information nowhere. You're just speculating. These niggas know what the fuck they're doing. They do their research very well. They go through the comments of what people say, post timelines and everything of what these artists are saying, and videos, so their proof is in the pudding. Some of these motherfuckers just sit there and just talk with nothing to back up what they're saying. No one's popping up a laptop and looking for information of what they're saying to prove them wrong because they're a guest. I don't want to make my guests look stupid. I'm just going to record and I'm going to post it and I'm going to let everyone else do that for me.
Using Kai to preview raps.
Oh my God.
Right Drake should have kept that.
God damn.
Drake should have kept that one for himself.
He slapped that nigga into another genre. That nigga Kendrick fucking God. Hey, I'm happy about it.
Yeah.
I like House Drake.
Hey, I like Drake.
Don't you try to rap. Don't you rap.
Hey, I like Drake with the
Don't you
melodies.
do no rapping now for the summer now.
That's a backhand.
Don't you do no rapping now.
Backhanded
You
compliment.
send them raps to Kai and let him preview it.
What he told him?
You send them raps to Kai and let him preview it.
What he told him?
Well, although Kai did not straight up call out Joe Budden for that statement, he provided some context that directly addresses those claims made by people like Joe Budden a few hours ago. Check out a snippet.
Gave me the here's the thing about clips, bro. The clips doesn't explain the full story. So dumbass idiots see shit and
That's true. A lot of people do that. A lot of people do that. A lot of people take clips and take things what people say and chop that shit up to make it sound like something else. And I sit and I think and I'm just like, how much time do you have to clip out words of a full conversation just to push an agenda or to make a point? Like some of my favorites do that too. And in my mind, I was like, how does that work though? Like why would you do that? And I get it, yeah, push the agenda, but yeah, okay, but end result for what reason? What are we gaining from this as a culture? What are we doing with it? Not doing anything. I guess I'm the only one that's crazy, huh? I believe in love. I believe in positivity. I believe in everyone's togetherness. In my mind, my end result is I want that for my country, my earth. I want the love, the peace, the positivity, the push each other to do better. And I believe in all that. I wholeheartedly believe in doing that. When we went live, that showed right there what a community could do when we start being positive and be together and come together like a family. We raised enough money that we could go and buy for more kids. We only had 10 people that we were going to help. And then whatever we were missing, we were going to cover it from the live. We've made enough that we could take care of 20 families now. That's what I believe in. Having time to do all that, that's too much time to be wasted, bro.
The clips doesn't explain the full story. So dumbass idiots see shit and run with it, right? So when Yachty sent me the track with him and Drake on it, they was coming at Drake as if and saying that he sent me it, like he sent me it to play it. Like, you feel me? Then on top of that, they was on my ass for me, like the way I was reacting because I was yelling because I didn't know that Drake was on the track. Word to my mother, Yachty sent it to me live. I asked him live, can I leak the whole thing? He said, yeah, I played it. I didn't even know Drake was on the track. You know what I could have did with that? I could have took the unreleased and ran up a milli with that motherfucker, bro. That's why I reacted the way I did. Cause I had an unreleased Drake tag. Nigga, my family would have been extra good.
However, some have called this damage control on Kai's part, with takes like, why isn't Drake angry that it was leaked? And isn't Yachty and Drake nail appointment buddies? It doesn't matter.
You know why? Because you have to understand how the game works. Sometimes rappers put out that song was a leak just to see how the people fuck with it. And that's a fact. They'll be like, oh, somebody leaked my shit and I'm so angry about it. Garg. Upset face emoji. That's what they do, just to see if people fucked with the track or not. So is it hard to believe that Drake gave Kai the track to play it on his shit just to see, because Kai has a big following? So a lot of people are gonna hear it. So that's a good estimate of, hey, let me see, because he having like 2, 3, even more, thousands of people that go on Kai's live. That's a good place to play a new track that no one's heard to see if the consensus say that it's fire. Now, if majority of the people in the chat say, oh, this is trash, take it off, Drake lost it, da-da-da, now he's going to come out with the, I can't believe they did that. That song wasn't ready. That was a rough draft. I didn't fucking write that like that. It was not edited. It was, and it'll come out with the campaign, the fixing campaign. I'm gonna try to fix this. But if people are fucking with it, that's a new single to the new album he's dropping, and no one's ever talked about it ever again. So it's not hard to believe that. If I wanted to promote something for my reaction channel, and I want a lot of eyes to see it, I'm gonna hit up No Life Shaq and see how much does he charge to do this, or I'll get in contact with Knox Hill's people, or Stevie Knight's people, or these bigger YouTube channels if I wanted something to pop off. So he's gonna go to the biggest streamer out there, one of the biggest influencers that is hot right now, because Kai is absolutely hot right now. He's all over the fucking place. He's got Kevin Hart going to he's got all this shit going on. So of course that'll be the best place to fucking do it. But if that's the case, now you put little Yachty's name in it, and that's bringing other people into your little fucking bullshit. I know, it's crazy. If I had one place that I could go to promote my shit, it would be Bad Friends, the podcast with Bobby Lee and Mr. Santino. Those guys are hilarious, and they have my sense of humor. though, like that's the only podcast that I've seen that is legitimately my sense of humor in that. Period. See, work with who you're comfortable working. If I know that these people are like that, I'm gonna be comfortable working with those people because it doesn't fucking matter. You start building a bond and you start building a relationship because you got so much similarities in personality. But what these dudes do in the game now, it's that's just the game. That's the blueprint that they built for themselves to how to manipulate this music shit to get to the ears of us. When it's as simple as just posting a goddamn song. And if we like it, we like it. If we like, I'm sorry. If we like it, we like it. And if we don't like it. That's it. Oh, all right. Well, you're not perfect. That song didn't make enough money. Oh, what happened? They're gonna take one of your Lambos away? Like seriously, be realistic about the shit. They like it, they like it. If they don't, they don't. I don't know. I can't sit here. I see how it works and I understand why you're doing it, but it's for as a human, I don't understand why would you do that as a human. You're trying to cover your emotions. You're too scared for somebody to say that your shit's trash because you have so much fucking yes men around you. And that's the fucking problem.
Bro,
These videos are going to be just like this. This is me ranting and talking about the culture. Just saying, it's going to be fun.
they use your platform to test out their song. It is okay, bro. No need to explain yourself either. Laughing emojis. And some even expanded that they did the same with the push-ups leak. He's testing the water just like he did with push-ups.
Exactly.
Send a minion like Yachty or lick it out and act like it didn't come from him to see how the audience is feeling it. And for those who believe Drake was just testing the waters by using Kai, even though Kai said he had no idea Drake was on the song, have hit back with, dude can tell you something and you still wouldn't listen because you already got your mind made up. Gotta respect the hate, I guess. And the fact that Kai refused to name drop Joe Budden hasn't stopped users from tagging Joe. At Joe Budden, I don't know if you saw, but he's talking about losers like you who wanna pretend like Drake sent him the record. Personally, if I was Joe Budden, I wouldn't let this slide.
Dumbass idiots see shit and run with it, right?
That's just me though. Straight up called him a dumb bum idiot for pushing that narrative. And hip-hop legend Rakim recently had a chat with Billboard and he was asked, how closely have you paid attention to the Drake and Kendrick thing? Because Drake is one of those artists that gets a knock for being a R&B dude. Even though he is battle tested, he represents the mainstream and Kendrick represents the genre in a more traditional sense to most rap fans.
That's a fact. That is a fact. That is an absolute fact. When you see Drake, you see mainstream. You see the definition of mainstream, and that's just what it is. He's got that huge machine behind him that pushes all his shit. Grant, I'm not gonna lie, Drake has a lot of fire shit. He has a lot of fire shit. But without that machine, I mean, where would he be at? Kendrick is more like exactly what he said. Kendrick is more culturally culturally embedded into the culture. Like he's a rapper's rapper. He's a lyrical beast. He gives me a 99 2000 vibe when he raps. He talks about substance. He helps. He familiarizes himself with the audience. We're one. We're the same. There's nothing like us. No one's not. He's not like us. He is an industry nigga. He is a nigga that's gonna do weird shit behind the closed doors with Diddy, and we're the ones out here in the streets hustling, making money, making sure our kids are eating, making sure bills are paid, making sure our people are good, maybe making sure our people are straight. Kdot may not be a gang member, but Kdot is a street nigga, 100%. You could be a street nigga and not be affiliated with nobody. Kdot is a street nigga. He's got that. And that's why a lot of people resonate more with Kdot. Because of that. Drake is more of like, for some reason, even he could go to all the KODTs and all the URL events and he could try to embed himself into the culture, but he's still a mainstream nigga. He still gives that mainstream feel, where Kdot's a little bit more, I don't know. I mean, they explained it there, but I just wanted to tell you how I felt.
It represents the genre in a more traditional sense to most rap fans, and according to Rakim, this was an important battle. Check it out. I think that it was important because these brothers are at the top of the game and revered hip-hop. You know, a lot of people in that position won't accept no challenge because they got too much to lose. So it was dope that these brothers put the mainstream success down and said, yeah, let's do it. The battle put a lot of things in perspective because it showed the difference between real hip-hop and mainstream hip-hop. Younger artists now know that there's a difference. A lot of them...
And none of them still understand it. Rakim, I'm sorry, Rakim, it's true. Some of these motherfuckers still don't get it. Why did he say that about Drake? And then you got motherfuckers be like, battle rap and industry beefs are different. There's one difference. The beat. That's the only difference, is the beat. Take the beat out of Nail in the Coffin. Take the beat off of No Vaseline. Take the beat out of The Sauce. Take the beat out of Not Like Us. It's the same thing. Exactly the fucking same. Only difference is bigger names are doing it and has a beat and it's mixed and mastered and all that other shit. And it's got hooks and all that shit. Ain't no difference. You're still talking shit about somebody else. You're just lyrically doing it. You're just putting words together and putting bars and schemes and all that shit together to make a point. Exactly the same fucking thing. And these people just don't understand it. They don't get that there's a whole entire culture of that they don't know about. And it fucks me up that people don't know about battle rap. It just I don't understand. Like, these motherfuckers are talking about hip hop this, I'm hip hop this, and I'm hip, and they do not know about hip hop. They don't know about battle raps. Like, it's crazy for me. Like, and I get it because, like, that's more of a it's not everywhere. Battle rap is not in every fucking state in this place, but they are. There's a battle rap league in Miami. There's a battle rap league in New York, Chicago, Canada, Texas, Atlanta, LA, almost everywhere. And it's still not. If they would have known that, they will understand a beef a little bit better when it comes between two mainstream artists. When two mainstream artists are going at each other, it's 100% ego. It's 100% trying to paint you a picture of another individual. That's how you win it. That you win it by any means necessary. If you got to go fucking 5 minutes on a 3 minute, I like these rappers that when they go into a battle, they overwrite. So in case the time comes out, they got so much more material for that person. Or in case somebody wants to do some stupid shit and say, oh, we got a bonus round, you'll have enough content that you could take a bonus round without taking the L. And there's situations that need to be talked about. That is better said on a battle than it is in face. Because in a battle, if you set it up in a professional battle form, the tension of why I'm angry at him starts spreading out to the tension of being on stage, to the tension of writing, to the tension of it needs to be good, which makes you go even harder with your pen, which increases your knowledge of how to write, which increases your knowledge how to put words together. So it's not a bad thing. This is the whole point of it. It's this testing of two men's pens. Which one is better? Do they talk about personal shit? They absolutely do, but they're talking about personal shit with each other. The audience is there to see who did it better. Not to say, no! He will never do that. Back in the day, it didn't work that way. Back in the day, battle rap was who got the best 10 bars. In the school gym. You threw your 10, I throw my 10, and let's see who's fucking better. And then the people around him, oh, this one had everything. He had performance. He had bars. He had everything I want. His flow was better, but he wasn't saying nothing to him. He was saying shit that is whatever. I've heard a million times already. But the way this one said it, oh man, this one said the same thing this one said. But look at the way he said it though. That's battle rap. That's a test of the pens. Not all this other crazy shit that motherfuckers be doing with this shit. I'm a little bit too old school for some of y'all, but it is what it is. It is what it is. As long as there's respect to the culture and respect to hip hop and respect to the lyrical rap, as long as there's a respect there for it, 100%, we good. I'm fine with it. But like my wife didn't know. She came from Detroit. My wife didn't know what the fuck battle rap was. My son's friends didn't know what the fuck battle rap was. Telling me that Little Pump is one of his favorite rappers. Get out of my house. Play in the front yard, in the dark side of the grass. I don't want you in the green shit. Like, I was so amazed by how many people don't know what battle rap is.
Put a lot of things in perspective because it showed the difference between real hip-hop and mainstream hip-hop. Younger artists now know that there's a difference. A lot of them didn't even understand that. They just listened to the majority, not knowing that a lot of people didn't categorize what they were hearing as real hip-hop. The battle was very needed for the genre. I tip my hat to them brothers.
See how Rakim talk? That's hood shit right there. Drake did all right. That was not enough. He's looked at it in what it was supposed to be looked at. Did it help hip hop? I believe it absolutely. Because we got a lot of, you know how many battles came out of him from Drake and Kdot? You know how many battles spawned from that one battle? You know how much content we had? You know how many pens were tested? You know how challengers were thrown out and accepted and done? It rose a lot to hip hop. The problem is that we have a lot of people that are not knowledgeable, that are talking about it, that these kids are listening to, that don't even know what the fuck just happened. That's the fucking problem. They're giving it a whole nother type of fucking look, and it needs to be looked the way it is. He destroyed him. Lyrically, he destroyed him. Content-wise, he destroyed him. Beat selection, he destroyed him. That's why Kdot won to me. Because in every aspect of everything, there was nothing that Drake could have done in that situation. Those are the situations that the other rapper has to spit your last couple of rounds and get the fuck out of there. If you're a battle rapper and you're battling somebody and this person is destroying you, and you know you're not gonna show that you know that he's fucking you up. You're gonna play it off like, this nigga crazy, fuck out of here. Inside you're like, why the fuck did he say that? Oh, that should hurt. Come on, dog. Do your 3 rounds and get the fuck out of there. Don't do nothing extra. Don't try to freestyle. Don't try to put no spice in it. Don't do none of that. If you know this is over for you, do your 3 rounds. That's the rule. That's the rule. Do your 3 rounds, get the fuck out. Don't choke, because if you choke, you're gonna make it worse. Try to get it as clean as possible out and get the fuck out. You just lost that battle. And that's fine, because all the best have lost their battles. All of them. You know what that means? Get back in the booth. Start writing it out. Write it out. That's a shirt idea. Yeah, Ray, when you edit this, write that down, because you're gonna forget. Just write it out. That's all you gotta do. Just keep on getting better. Go to your influences, see what your influences is doing with this shit. See if you can get something out of them, some inspiration, write some crazy shit. The whole point of this shit is who the fuck is the better rapper. I don't give a fuck how much jewelry you have. I don't give a fuck how much houses you got. I don't give a fuck about none of that. You know what I give a fuck about is, like, what are you gonna make me feel when you rap? How are you gonna kill this nigga with the bars you gonna come out with?
The battle was very needed for the genre. I tip my hat to them brothers. Let's just hope that it stays to the music. And the fact that Rakim said it showed the difference between real hip-hop and mainstream hip-hop has been taken as a Drake diss by some fans, as it sparked reactions like, I dare Aubrey to say some wild ish about Rakim. He'll have the entire community at his neck.
Nigga, go listen to Rakim's new album. Go ahead and fucking tell me if Drake is gonna want any of that. I think it's crazy. See what I mean, though? Why y'all taking it to another way? I don't think he meant it that way. I think what he meant it is what Kdot and Drake did together in this battle shit. Is the difference between what mainstream hip hop is and what real hip hop is. What they displayed. He just tapped his hat off to both of them while we come back with a. That makes no sense. But you see, people don't hear that. People just see controversy. Real hip hop, mainstream hip hop. Now we have a separation. So with every separation that happens, what happens? You're gonna have some people go here, and you're gonna have some people come here, and then people just start doing shit like this. It's crazy, man. It is absolutely crazy. I want to give a big message out to these people that are like this. Please don't even attempt to look up battle rap. Don't even attempt it, because they're gonna make you cry under the bed with a blanket. Yeah, your motherfuckers right now can't take any type of negativity or criticism thrown at them at all, or even somebody that they fuck with, because they take it as a personal hit at them, and then they want to get on the mic and start talking stupid. I'm never gonna understand this fucking world, bro. I never will, and I'm not gonna go with it. I'm gonna be just like me. Fuck that.
To say some wild ish about Rakim, he'll have the entire community at his neck ASAP.
Which is a fact. You don't want to do that. Drake, relax. It wasn't a diss.
And more on this note, now Drake gonna sneak this Rakim of all people. Well, he could also hide behind the fact that ASAP Rocky is also called Rakim. But what are your thoughts on that statement? I don't believe Rakim meant it as a diss, but I can see why some people could interpret it as a Drake diss. Thoughts? And moving on, you know Slim Shady.
And you see, and that's the whole fucking thing. People are gonna interpret it the way they want to interpret it. Even if you throw these people facts, if I don't interpret it that way, nope. But there's a picture of him stabbing the pumpkin. Nope. It's not him. There's an up-close picture, clarity, like 3D. That's why you're wearing those glasses, and that's him. Nope. You said 3 words different that my brain didn't understand. So that whole sentence meant complete the opposite to me. That's what they do. There's audio with him singing. That's not him. And ma'am, you say that you listen to his music 100 times a day, every day. That's not Drake. but you're aware that you probably know his voice better than anybody in this world because you listen to him 100 times a day. That's not his voice. He's holding his birth certificate. It says Aubrey on it. Nope. It's all about interpretation, people.
We could interpret it as a Drake diss, thoughts, and moving on, you know Slim Shady is back when people don't even have to look up lyrics to get triggered, and this happened off the track list alone, and this was the case on the Tucker Carlson show with John Rich a few days ago. First, check out a snippet.
As of this morning, it's one of the top downloads in the country.
It's in the top 5-ish right now of all genres of downloaded songs. It's battling people like Eminem, who I looked up his record just to see what Eminem's doing. One of the titles on his record is just called Evil. One is called Lucifer.
Fire.
And one is called Antichrist.
Fire.
How crazy is that?
It burns.
And so I see Eminem.
That was Benzino in the back. That was Benzino. Benzino was in the back. It burns. It burns. Benzino's a loser.
Antichrist. How crazy is that?
It burns.
And so I see Eminem and Revelation. Of course, he's got the entire machine behind him. I don't have anybody. I don't have any physical machine behind me. And so to watch those two songs sitting there coexisting was a pretty
When
striking.
you say machine, what are you talking about?
Massive record labels, massive radio play, massive budgets to push and promote and manipulate media and get his song.
Now he's getting hit for promoting now. Before he didn't promote, he just dropped it on you. And now the machine. Where was the machine when he dropped all the rest of his album that he didn't promote? Where was this huge machine that we're talking about at? Like, why are people not asking these questions? Like, why are you saying this now? Why didn't you say anything when he dropped what? The last three? The last three of his album didn't have no promo. Revival didn't get no promo like that.
Massive budgets to push and promote and manipulate media.
No promo. That shit outsold everybody that week. I don't understand it. I don't understand it, man. No promo. He outsold everybody. So what was the excuse then? Because he was white and he did it. Brother, maybe, I don't know who, I've heard of the name. And I'm pretty sure that you're doing very well because you're on Tucker Carlson's show. So I'm pretty sure you're doing very well because if you weren't doing well, you won't be sitting next to this man. The agenda that he's pushing is that what?
Massive radio play, massive budgets to push and promote and manipulate media and get his song out there.
What is your
ears.
record label doing for you?
My record label?
Yeah.
My record label is a P.O. box called Rich Records, LLC.
And just in case you're not following, this is about the notion that mainstream acts like Eminem knowingly or unknowingly promote the worship of evil and Satan or Shaitan. And we got more.
Shaitan? Oh, that was fire! Shaitan? That was amazing. I'm gonna get that tattooed on my forehead. Shaitan? That is crazy. So obviously he doesn't know who Eminem is. That's all of that. I'm just gonna break it down for you. He doesn't know who Eminem is. For you to even think that that's what it is. He has a whole album called Bad Meets Evil. He had a group called Slaughterhouse. Why wasn't this specific man talking about it right now? Why did he talk about it before? Why is he talking about it now? Because it is one of the biggest albums out there right now. What, the biggest album that's out there right now? I don't understand people sometimes. Promoting Satanism? Y'all forget about the Slim Shady LP? And people forget that he did that. How about the Martian Man LP? How about Eminem's show? Encore? I've heard it before about that Eminem worships the devil. I've heard, but not to the extent that you're talking about it on a fucking talk show. I've heard like people that it was like whatever, like bringing that type of subject in a big platform like that is gonna get the message out there that Eminem is, in fact, now people are gonna take this as a fact. Put it together. Look at the track names. Not knowing this is a conceptual album and contextual album, or however the fuck you say that word. And he's telling a story. The names of the track go with the storyline of what's going to happen when Slim Shady comes back from the portal from the 2000s. Relax. But he's promoting Satanism. All right. Whatever. I believe in God. I've been listening to Eminem for 25 years. Got a cross on my neck all the time. Got a cross right over here all the time. It's with me forever, ever. Amen. This guy's wilding, bro. These people are wild.
The worship of evil and Satan, or Shaitan. And we got more.
When did it become clear to you that this was a theology, that these people were working knowingly or not on behalf of evil, actual evil? Like, when did that dawn on you?
Well, it became...
Hold on, before he answers his question, that'll be understandable if Eminem's record label, Shady Records, were in control of naming the tracks in Eminem's songs. And I'm pretty sure that they are not in charge of anything Eminem content-wise. The reason why he is one of the biggest rappers out there right now is because Dre didn't put a cap and Jimmy didn't put a cap on what he should or should not say. They gave him free range to do whatever the fuck he wanted on a track. And they were not going to censor him. Understand that Aftermath was going down if Dr. Dre did not sign Eminem. Understand, Eminem was black in Dre's eyes before the first meeting. Understand that the only way that this was going to work is to unleash Slim Shady. Because they needed something new. They needed something that no one was doing, and the ones that were doing weren't doing good enough. And that's what that blew up. And raised a whole bunch of people that just don't give a fuck. Understand that? I just don't give a fuck.
They got so arrogant with it, it seems like in maybe the last less than 10 years. I don't know what happened on their side, but I guess they got the green light to go all the way in. Even some of your biggest artists in the world, during their live concerts in full of giant stadiums, full of people, are doing these things out on the stage. In between their hit songs, they'll come out as just part of the production of the show. It's art. It's just art. There's a rapper named Lil Nas out there. When you see him giving a lap dance to the devil in his video, straight up. And they are not ashamed about it. You look at Eminem's new record where the titles are Lucifer, Antichrist, Evil. This is out right now. So I don't know what happened on their side to go pedal to the metal with it, but they absolutely did.
Now, there is some shit that goes on behind closed doors in the industry. Don't get me wrong. There is some type of shit going on back in the industry, but I think you'll be able to tell the difference on who is the one that really did that. There's a lot of people say Eminem sold his soul. He's a sellout. He sold his soul. He sold his soul when? In 97? 98? That's when he sold his soul? Because that's when he signed to the industry. He didn't just sign to Dr. Dre this year. So when was it that he sold his soul? People were using that as an excuse because Eminem stated something political that people didn't agree with, so now he's a sellout. Eminem has had the same belief politically since I've known of him. So there's no difference. It's all the same. But what like Eminem and Satanism, I could understand it. Let's put it like, I could understand it. I get it. Because his words and the shit that he says, it's a little bit like, people would like, a lot of people don't do it the way M does it. Back in the day, there was not a lot of people that were doing it like that. So I could see like where people are like, oh fuck, like that's a little bit too much. Like that's crazy. Because you're used to hearing people talking about the hood, people talking about the streets, people talking about violence, people talking about gangs and bitches and money and jewelry and all that. That's what people's projected of what hip hop was. Eminem came with something completely different than that. Eminem came with something that was just like more of a, did he just kill him in the track? Like that? Like, he took his daughter to the lake with his wife in the trunk? They made sandcastles in the sand while he dumped her body? It was more of a like shock value, like what the fuck happened right now? He's been doing it, buddy. This is nothing new. Don't let little titles of songs scare you. If you listen to the album, if you hit that play button, you'll understand. You'll get it. You'll see. Follow the whole story though, and hear it backwards. Which that live is coming soon. I'm thinking about next week. Next week I want to go live. This Friday we're going to do the Harry Mack live. There's a whole bunch of tracks of Harry Mack that I'm backed up on. Pause.
So I don't know what happened.
Is that a pause? No. And we're gonna do that this Friday.
On their side to go pedal to the metal with it, but they absolutely did. What are we supposed to do in response to that? Just yell at it, scream at it, be disgusted by it? You can do.
I got an idea. I got an idea what you can do. Don't listen to the songs. That's what you can do. Just don't listen to it. Make sure you see the CDs or the phones, stuff like that. If your child is under the age of 18, there's something in the phone called child lock, which you should be doing for your children's phone anyways, where it stops them from going to certain places to hear certain things. All the apps have them. All phones have them. Do that. Control what your kids hear, because you can't be with them 100% of the time. They're gonna hear it in school and they're gonna hear it anyway. So why go crazy about what the kids are listening to and what influence it? Focus on what the sign says. If you don't want to listen to it and you don't want your kids listening to it, it's a parental advisory sticker in front of his CDs and in front of his streams, and all his information shows this is not for children. Be a parent and don't let your children listen to it, and don't listen to it yourself. That's what you can do about it. Because the more you talk about it, the more light you're going to bring to it, the more the kids are going to be like, what is he talking about? What album? And then they're going to see it and hear it, and then become little Satan demons running around telling people, fuck you, and you're a midget and all this other shit. Because apparently that's what's going to happen with these titles and shit. So people take... I believe people are evil. I don't believe there's a magic force that's going to make anyone do any evil things. I believe people have the ability to be evil. There's something not wired right in their DNA that makes them not right. And they're just evil. Devil worships and all this other stuff. Cool. Stop taking shit so fucking literal. Like, I believe there's people out there that are fucking demented in their minds, the way they're thinking. They're just evil, disgusting people. And the majority of them are what? Put it together, ladies and gentlemen. Psychopaths. There's levels of psychopaths. Just because you're a psychopath doesn't mean you're a serial killer. You could be a psychopath and be a fucking president, a lawyer, someone in Congress, or industry people behind the scenes that make shit work. And what happens when you put a bunch of psychopaths together? Shit like this. What is a psychopath's trait? They want to be center of attention. They want everyone to say me. It's all about what they want. It's all about what they have no empathy towards nobody fucking else. And how do you have to be in order for you to be successful in this industry? You have to be cold-hearted just like that. You don't give a fuck who you have to step over. I just believe people are evil. And evil shit fucking happens. We're the ones that make it happen. Possession and cool. You guys believe that all you want. I haven't seen no fact of that at all. I've seen videos, but videos could be doctored. People could say shit. It is what it is. But say this thing is crazy.
Response to that. Just yell at it, scream at it, be disgusted by it. You can do all those things.
Well,
but
the first thing you're doing is naming it. You're naming it. Which I think is so interesting. You're calling it what it is. You're not falling for the lie, which is this is just art.
Right.
It's more than that. I mean, maybe it's art. We can debate that, but it's certainly more than that. This is a theology. You're pushing a religion.
If you debate that, you're going to lose. So don't even say debate in this whole conversation. Please don't. Because yours are speculations, and that's what's going on. Because you guys don't even know what the album's about. You guys don't know anything. Now, I know they're probably talking in general at this point. They're talking in general on the whole thing. And I believe there's a lot of evil people that run some of these big mainstream record labels. And I believe there are a lot of people who have hands in there that are evil and have evil intent. That just want to fatten up their pockets, not giving a fuck about the artist. I do believe in that. I 100% believe in that. We all have the potential to be evil. We all have the potential to be assholes. And then what's going to happen? Once you stop giving a fuck and acting that way and saying whatever I have to do to make $1, you go up to the point where you're not going to give a fuck what people think about you. You're just worried about your money. That's why they keep on making it. And the real ones always stay in a certain level and cannot cap over that level. Because of that. People are fucked up. And I want to emphasize on that. Oh, there is a devil and there is a God. Yep. And I believe that they're sitting where they're sitting. And this is all a fucking chess game. That's it. Or not even a chess game. They're both, the way I picture is they're both watching a football game. God is going for this team and the devil's going for that team. Let's see what happens. And they're just sitting back eating pizza rolls and chips and just hanging out and watching us act a fool. We have the ability. So you tell me right now, it never crossed your mind in your head to slap the shit out of somebody for no reason. No, like, you try to make a reason up in your head, but wholeheartedly in your heart, you know there's no reason for you to smack the shit out of this person. You just go and do it. You never had that feeling? I'm realistic to tell you guys. I am comfortable enough to tell you guys that I've had some fucked up thoughts in my brain from time to time. A lot. Less now, but it's still there. We all have that. It's all who has the guts to not the guts, but who has the audacity to cross that line and do things that they only think about doing. And who are the ones that have enough control to say, I don't want to be that person. I want to be who I am and do what I do. Stop putting so much stock in this bad versus evil. This is you versus the world. And it's up to you to decide who you're going to be in this world. People have the ability to do a lot of fucked up shit. But we do have the ability to fix and love and be positive and care. Being the professional that Mr. Tucker is and being whatever professional he is, that rich guy, you would think that they will have enough sense in their minds to start having that conversation. But To push an agenda is to push an agenda. They're going to do what they got to do it.
Than that. I mean, maybe it's art. We can debate that, but it's certainly more than that. This is a theology. You're pushing a religion on me.
Yeah.
And it's a religion of darkness and lies.
But anyone who actually listened to Eminem's new album know it's got nothing to do with what they are talking about
Not
and
at
what
all.
is insinuated in the interview. And this got some confused. He didn't bother to listen to those songs to see what Eminem was doing. That was certainly not called to the devil. It is character driven and tongue-in-cheek. And more on this note, M's album is a satire, and those songs are named that for a reason. However, some disagree. You can make excuses for him. Even the teaser looked evil with that Antichrist baby. If it is not godly, it is for something else, not satire. But some chose to indulge. It is Slim Shady, his alter ego, which the whole concept of the album was to kill Slim off, aka killing his evil side. This is what you get when people with huge platforms speak from a place of complete ignorance. And here are some more examples. A few days ago, when this was reported, Tom McDonald's You Missed is predicted to debut at #1 on Billboard's bubbling under Hot 100 with a #1 debut on the digital song sales, around 19,000 downloads. We reacted back then with this. Some clown will quote this in the future and claim Tom McDonald debuted at #1. The clown will also leave out the fact that it was bubbling under Hot 100 chart to push a narrative. No, I'm not making this up. It happened before already, and it went viral. And look what the cat dragged in. Under Tucker Carlson's video, Tom McDonald's song You Missed kicked him out of the #1 spot on Billboard, and is 100% as independent as it gets. The song in question didn't even chart on the Hot 100, but apparently kicked out Eminem from #1.
That's fucked up, Tom. Why y'all? You see, that's what I'm talking about, man. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Tom, and look at the narrative, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the narrative. I don't want to show my AC. Relax. Look at the narrative. Tom McDonald was pushing to knock Eminem out of the #1 spot on Billboard. That was what Tom McDonald was posting. That was what he was posting. But people like this. Joey Outlaw, and I love it how this man just blasts these people like that. He just puts his name up. I don't do it because I don't think it's right to be posting people's name up like that. So I will never do that when I post my comments that I get. But that's fucked up. I don't know who the fuck Joey Outlaw is, but he sounds like a fucking rapper though. Tom McDonald's song You Missed kicked him out the #1 spot on Billboard, and he's 100% independent as it gets. He is 100% independent. He did not knock out Eminem. If he would have knocked out Eminem at #1, do you know how much post we would have seen of Tom McDonald saying that he knocked Eminem down from #1? It always messes me up because a lot of people be saying, I see comments like that all the time. And this is not Tom McDonald doing it, these are other people doing it. But they're making Tom McDonald look crazy. Do you know how much post we would have gotten if he would have knocked Eminem from the #1 position when Eminem dropped? Y'all crazy. Y'all nuts. That would have been everywhere. But Tom McDonald never posted that, did he? This type of stuff is what makes artists look. That's what I'm saying. These fan bases, social media fucked it up. Social media is what fucked up the fan base because now they have a voice. Now they're so connected to these artists that they become somewhat of a cult with them. And that's not even bullshit. Like they'll fucking do crazy stuff like this just to prove their point. Why lie about that? Why even attempt to lie about that? That's crazy.
Chart on the Hot 100, but apparently kicked out Eminem from #1. Misinformation everywhere, since Eminem wasn't even #1 on the Hot 100 to begin with, not #1 on the bubbling on the Hot 100, not #1 on the digital sales chart, since Houdini left the #1 spot on this chart weeks before Tom McDonald dropped. So straight up misinformation everywhere, just to push a point. But overall, what are your thoughts on this new album getting panties in a bunch across the quote political spectrum?
What year is this? Okay, 2000? 2000?
Share your thoughts below. Thanks for watching and see you on the next one.
What's the deal with airplane?
I told you, I love it. I don't get it. I'm never gonna fucking get it. I'm never gonna understand how people could blindly just go and say shit without having no type of facts behind it. That's crazy. It's just fucking nuts. How the information, like, you missed, like, you guys do what you missed was a track that happened after Trump got shot. Houdini dropped before that. I don't get it.
Weeks before Tom McDonald dropped, so straight up misinformation everywhere just to push a point. But overall, what are your thoughts on this new album getting?
I don't know. I really don't. Because when he dropped Houdini, so much shit happened. I think right after You Missed, or before You Missed, the album dropped, or after You Missed, the album dropped. But I don't get it. I don't know why people go to the extent for their artists and just come up with just random shit to make their point, or whatever, or they're looking at the wrong Billboard ranking, or I don't know. I don't know. All I know is it needs to be fixed. That's where we need to start. If we stop paying attention to a lot of these people commenting, and some of these artists too, stop really focusing so much on what they're saying and just sit back and look at the situation, it shouldn't matter what they say, because you can tell bullshit from a mile away. But there's some people, they're going to read that comment and say, you heard what Tom McDonald did to Eminem? That's fine. And Tom McDonald's so strong that he didn't say nothing about it. You see, he's humbled. He's not going to, like most people, be like, oh my God, I beat Eminem. But he's quiet because it never happened. People like you, there's people like that. Like, Tom's to me, he's a great artist. Like, he does his thing. I understand he's not for a lot of people, but gives a fuck. But things like that is not helping this man's career. Things like that, you fans doing shit like that, is really not helping these artists like that. Especially the independent ones. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Like, comment, subscribe, do all of that, man. I got more reactions coming. Like I said, this is going to be something that I'm going to be doing once a day to begin my day. And then eventually it's going to be pushed to the new channel. So I love all of you. I'm going to talk to you guys later. Fun talking to you. Peace.